Hello, happy Sunday. I just want to say a quick message about spiritual gifts. I'm going to be talking out of 1 Corinthians chapter 12. And many of you, I'm sure, go to church. Some of you are involved, some of you aren't. And I'm sure even more of you want to be involved, but you don't know what to do. 1 Corinthians 12 talks about spiritual gifts. You can read through if you would like, but it talks about the Spirit being present in your God-given abilities. There are gifts of prophecy, there are gifts of prayer, there are gifts of music or worship, there are impressions and people-oriented skills with children. The possibilities are endless. So first of all, I would recommend reading 1 Corinthians 12. So as you're sitting in church and you want to be part of something, just know that God gave each and every one of us a spiritual gift, or gifts, plural, depending on the person. And if you don't know what those are, pray to God that He hears you and lets you know what your gifts are. And let me see if I can find the verse. It says, talking about your spiritual gifts and your acts of service, it says in verse 7 of chapter 12, the Spirit's presence is shown in some way in each person for the good of all. Then verse 8, the Spirit gives one person a message full of wisdom, while to another person the same Spirit gives a message full of knowledge. And then it just goes on and talks about the different spiritual gifts. But the main part I wanted to talk on was that the Spirit is present, and it will help you to fulfill your spiritual gifts. And another thing it says in that is, no matter what you're doing, you're all serving the same God. So don't act out of ignorance or boastful in your spirit, in your talents. Make sure that in your talent, whether it's music or prayer or prophecy or healing or whatever it is, make sure that you're doing it for God and not for recognition, not for the sake of anything other than boasting in God. But yeah, everyone has a spiritual gift, and 1 Corinthians 12 is a good place to start when looking into that. So that's all I got for now. Go read it and pray that God reveals His Holy Spirit within you to unleash your spiritual gifts and go out there and start serving.